Humans suffer from a lot of biases. Although that word suffer isn't quite accurate. We have biases for a reason. It's just that in modern times our instincts are kind of out of date. Normalcy bias, for example, makes our brains assume things are normal when evidence suggests otherwise. In the past, this kept us focused on the task at hand. Those who stopped at the first sign of trouble, for example, tended not to survive as much over the long run than those who just ignored all signs of trouble and kept pushing forward. Another modern bias that trips us up today but worked in the past is something called confirmation bias. This helps us to filter for what we are looking for and nothing else. Of course, confirmation bias is only a problem today when others disagree with us. We want them to see our point of view, but they disagree with us. So we give them the negative label of having confirmation bias. Consider, however, that every single trait that we have today, good and bad, helped us somehow in the past. One common label that is being tossed around a lot today is red pill. This, of course, comes from the movie The Matrix. But the guys who wrote The Matrix borrowed it from Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is where they get the idea of going down the rabbit hole. Alice followed a rabbit down a rabbit hole, and the deeper she got down that rabbit hole, the crazier things got. She was given an opportunity to choose between two pills, the same two pills that are referenced in the Jefferson Starship song, White Rabbit. The Red Queen is also a character that Alice meets. The Red Queen is running on a treadmill. The Red Queen famously said, "You've got to keep running just to stay in place." This label, the Red Queen, was used as a title for a pretty well-known book about evolution. The idea is that evolution is a kind of arms race, that you have to keep going forward just to stay even. We humans certainly love our metaphors and our labels, but we also make some very common errors. One of them is mistaking the map for the territory. Metaphors are necessarily much simpler than the complex things they are describing, because if we actually had to speak accurately, just talking about any idea in your brain would take a lot of time. Even that word, idea, is a metaphor, a vastly oversimplified description of the massive amount of neural activity in your brain. It's very easy to get caught up in the many metaphors and labels being tossed around, which is why understanding how the mind actually works can help. The mind as a metaphor maker, the mind as a label giver. Understand this and you'll know much more than all the other metaphor collectors out there. Go to the link on your screen to find out how.